What's up, guys? It's the return of Combat Saturday. So today I want to talk about using both your hands. Okay, it's very important. Now that may sound kind of funny. People think, of course, use both your hands. So do you really? Okay, because I see a lot of people will only think about the hand which is out there, which is actually striking, punching, but they won't think about the hand coming back. Okay, so what often happens is that you'll have someone punching and they'll throw it out and it'll drop back here, and the next one come up, they'll forget about this one. It's lazy, it's dropping, sloppy. Okay, both hands are alive all the time. Okay, remember too that when one hand is going out, the other one is coming back and the other one is controlling. Okay, and you look at the punches, particularly in the Wing Chun system, we look at punches going over each other. Okay, everyone likes to watch these really fast punches and things, but really that's just more for show and like a developmental drill. Okay, because that's just arm punching. Okay, actual chain punching, okay, properly used, okay, is like one hand comes out, you have the whole body behind it, and one hand comes out, one hand is controlling. So it could be here, it could be here, right? But when that hand comes back, when that hand goes out, the other hand comes back controlling things. Okay, you have to make sure that you're alive. Okay, and no matter what kind of punches you're doing, it's going to be the same idea, right? You're going to have one hand at the ready, like a snake hand, kind of like guarding, and the other hand is controlling. Okay, so boom, 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 and the other one is always ready. Both hands are alive at all times. Okay, when you're right in the pocket there, you might be controlling him with this hand while this hand's punching or whatever, right? You may come here, right? Both hands busy. One hand attacks, one hand defends or controls. Okay, not necessarily blocking, but it could be a deflection, it could be a check, it could be a trap, but both hands are doing something. Okay, now one of the best ways that I know of to train this way is to use the swords. Now these are the Wing Chun butterfly swords. You may have seen them before. They look like big butcher knives. Okay, but because they have weight to them, it allows you to be always conscious of it, and because it actually has an edge to it, it allows you to be conscious as well. You don't want to cut yourself, but you're always aware of both hands. All right, so that when you put the swords down, you're still aware of it. You still have the same energy, all this stuff. So I want to go over some sword drills with you. If you don't have swords like this, you can use anything, whatever. I've seen people use empty dumbbells in the past. Just something that has a bit of weight to them. Okay, something, even a pair of wooden dowels or something. Just something which you can use as some type of resistance. Okay, so basically, there are of course single-handed techniques, but using both hands at the same time is a really good way to train that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to back up here a little bit. Step through, thrust. Step through, thrust. Step through, thrust. See, so I'm timing the landing of the foot with the thrust. See, timing with the thrust. Then this foot comes in. See, so this is not just avoidable, but it's controlling too. Controlling here. So in the Chum Q form, after you've done the opening, right, and here the next movement after that is down, right, down. It's the same kind of idea. Okay, it doesn't mean you actually will always use both hands at the same time, but you train both hands at the same time, so they're both kind of alive. You can use either rear or lead hand. Okay, so you're always ready. So whether you're punching or striking, you're always aware of them. Both hands have life to them. Okay, you don't have a dead hand and one live hand. They both have life to them. Right here. Okay. All right. So here we go. So we're doing the forward thrust. Boom. 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 Okay. Next up, we have the diagonal slashes. Diagonal slashes. Okay, so here, this is going towards my closed side. I also have it going to my open side. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so here, my lead leg here, boom, step through, boom, step through, boom, through, boom, okay? Now if I do it to my open side, which is more of a lead arm strike, it'll be boom, 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 boom. Each one has a different energy, so you have to train them all, okay? So we have straight, slash towards the closed side, slash towards the open side, and then we're going to have a horizontal slash towards the closed and open side as well. So here, so one, bring it here, see, bring it here, and even this is a parry, see? And again, you're aware of both sides, all right? And then going towards the open side, it'll be boom, 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 and boom, okay? So, boom, and, okay, see, so, and there is obviously weight transfer, you know, weight transfer, weight shifting, that's really and using the whole body unity, that's really the secret of power in your strikes, okay? Have to be rooted, have to have the weight transfer, okay? That's why when you see a straight right followed by left hook, the weight's on the lead leg and then the hook comes and it shifts it back, see? Yeah, not so much that you're off balance, but that's what's happening, all right? All right, so now, and so we have all of these forward techniques. Now I'm going to talk about going backwards too, because you need to train that as well, and I have a drill for that too. So we have straight, we have diagonal to the closed, diagonal to the open, horizontal to the closed, horizontal to the open, all right? So now what we're going to do is we have some backwards movements as well, okay? And it's important to train that also, because you know, to train all kinds of footwork. But we don't just go straight back like this, right? We go at an angle. So the center line's right here, right? Boom, boom. See what I'm doing? I'm going backwards, slashing towards the center, but stepping off the line. I can also do it with straight thrusts going backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see how the whole time, this is now a single arm movement, but you see how my guard hand's ready. It's here. It's not down here hanging down lazy. It's here. It's ready. Both hands are ready to go. See that? Both hands are ready to go at all times, okay? That's always the way it's got to be, all right? So there's a drill here. We're going to take 3 steps forward, 3 step throughs forward, and then 3 steps back, all right? So I'm going to do, so any of those techniques that we just did, the straight, the slash to the diagonal slash to the closed and open, and horizontal to the closed and open, any of those can be done 3 times through. So let's do the diagonal slash to open, for example, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now this leg is back. This leg is forward, sorry. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back with this leg and do a double slash. Double slash. Double slash. Now my left leg is forward. So I'm going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Now, remember last time my right was forward, now my left is forward. Now, 1, 2, 3. See? And then again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And yeah, when you go backwards, you can also do the straight thrust as well. So let's say I'm doing, let's change it up. Let's do the horizontal, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and then I go 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See, so you're always aware of both hands. See, so as I come here, I have life in both swords. All right? Okay, and when I step back, 1, 2, right? Okay. So later on, when you put the swords down and you have this feeling of slashing and stabbing with the swords and things, you're going to do the same thing when you're punching, when you're striking. Okay, when you're punching, I'm not thinking about punching, okay? I'm thinking about stabbing. I'm imagining that my hands are actually swords. You know, they're big knives, and I'm stabbing someone. I'm stabbing him. Yeah, every time I'm stabbing his gut, you know, that's what I'm picturing. And so you do that, and your positioning is correct. You know, you're rooted properly, boom, boom, you know, and everything's gonna feel right because you'll have that energy, that intent. You know, intent is everything, right? You gotta have the right feeling. If you're thinking about stabbing, I'm gonna go put my fist through his face, I'm gonna do that, right? It makes things work a lot better, okay? And even if you don't have any intention of actually getting doing any hard sparring or you know, actual fighting out here in the streets and things, just to make your training better quality, it's so important. You know, increasing mindfulness and all kinds of things, increasing sensitivity. You know, there's so many benefits of doing it. You know, you're getting to know yourself. Okay, so let's do a quick review here of everything. All right, I know we covered a lot of information here, but this is really good stuff. Okay, so step through, straights. Okay, step through, diagonal closed. Step through, diagonal open, right? Horizontal, closed. Circle, horizontal, open. Circle. All right. Backwards, double. Backwards, straight thrust. All right, and a drill. 3 and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, or 2. You can do 1 as well, actually, but in this case, it's best to do 2. Okay, so do that and 2 and 2. Okay, so 2 at the same time. All right, there you go. Okay, that should be enough for one day. Covered quite a bit of material today, but just remember, spend time training with some type of resistance like that and have this kind of stabbing, thrusting, killing mentality when you're training. When you're hitting the bag, picture that your hands are knives, okay, and you're stabbing. You're not you know, pushing the bag, you're stabbing it, all right? And that's the thing, right? You know the difference when someone's doing a push punch and they make the bag move around everywhere. It looks impressive, looks cool, because wow, look at the bag moving around, look at all the power, okay? But you see a really good punch, the bag's always gonna move, all right? But it's not necessarily gonna move that much because it's like, it's almost a difference between being hit by a battering ram and being shot or being stabbed. Okay, that's kind of the way to look at it, all right? And training with these swords will give you that personality, that feeling. So when you're actually striking, you know you are really getting it in there and really penetrating and stabbing, okay? All right, so anyways, that wraps up this episode of Combat Saturday. If you have any questions, please visit my website, www.chriswongfitness.com, message me, and talk to you guys soon, okay?